Hello worldo, this is Wolfstar Games, and welcome back to more AI the Somnium Files. Last time we started up the game, and we got into this whole interesting aspect of going into the main character's, Date's, dreams, and kind of messing with his, I want to call her a friend, his AI friend Aiba, and it was fun and funny. I was really enjoying myself last time.
Good morning, Date.
Good morning.
I was waiting for you.
Are we eventually gonna learn her name, or are we just gonna always call her boss? Interesting office. She has an eclectic amount of stuff in here. Happy birthday. Police officer mannequin. Do I even want to know what she does with this mannequin? What are these bags full of? Bags hanging on a rack. Inside the bags are masks. Like for costume parties. Okay. A police officer mannequin.
Have you met my partner? This is my childhood friend, Mario.
Excuse me. Wow. Hi, Mario. This is so weird.
He's a good listener. I tell him all my stories when I get lonely.
Alright. This was the moment I started to worry about Boss's mental health. Very, very odd. Fishing flag. A flag with a big catch on it. Big catch? Alright. Can I examine the RC car? Yep.
Overall length of 15.35 inches, width of 8.8, height of 5.35, and a body weight of just a hair over 830 grams.
Okay, she's a bit of a nerd, isn't she? I guess you'd call her an otaku.
This RC car has friction dampers on the front and rear axles as well.
How do you know all this stuff?
Because I like to research this stuff, Date. That's why.
I used to be a flag girl for RC car racing in my glory days.
That's actually rather cute. In her glory days, so when she was a child. Okay, that is kind of adorable. What? Oh, that's a tanuki. Or tanuki.
You think it's true that a tanuki's ball sack can stretch up to 10 square feet?
I don't think I wanted to know that.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
That was just kind of odd. Soba door curtain. Why does she have a soba door curtain? A soba restaurant door curtain. Yeah, that's very odd. Happy birthday banner. Is it your birthday? A happy birthday banner decoration. That birthday party was a while ago, though. Like, how far back? She really likes to hold on to stuff, doesn't she? Darts. An electronic darts game. Does your dartboard heckle back at you, boss?
Why do you have this?
So if we're trapped down here when World War III starts, we'll have something to do.
I'd say that's fair. It's like that way they stay at least somewhat entertained and not have to worry about World War III happening. A bookshelf. It's full of flies, piles, and binders. I almost said flies. But I don't know of what. It's got books, manga, movies, games, all sorts of stuff. What does she do in here? She does a lot of stuff in here, apparently. It's like darts, watches movies, read manga. She's very busy on her days when she's not out in the field, I guess. A boy band poster. Who's the boy band? A boy band poster?
Yup. They're all my husbands.
You mean husbandos?
Uh-huh.
The boss is single, by the way. Yeah, that would that would explain why she said that. Stationary bike. So she does stay active a little bit. A stationary bike for indoor training. Snowboard. She likes to snowboard, huh? And ski. Skis.
Are you familiar with the murder case at the resort called Spur?
Should I be? And snowboard. Snowboard. What time of year is it? Why does she have a Christmas tree?
That's been here a while.
I mean, Christmas comes every year, right?
Well, yes.
It's a pain taking that thing down and putting it up again.
Personally, I think that's one of the enjoyments of Christmas. You know, putting up the tree and decorating it. I mean, I enjoy doing that every Christmas. I mean, and it was a major thing when I was growing up. I mean, I have a distinct memory of when I was like a baby of my whole family and I going out and actually cutting down a tree to use as a Christmas tree. Oh boy, that was so long ago. Mask on the right.
That's my grandpa's death mask.
Death mask.
The guy had a huge face.
Dante's face. It's like you can hardly even see his pupils. And also, don't death masks come in a variety of sizes? Shouldn't Dante know that? Lifesaver. Why does she have this? It's a lifesaver. Does your life need saving, boss? Maybe at some point. Boss's desk. There are stickers all over the front. Oh, it's broken. That's why it's down here.
The battery died on that thing, so the hands have stopped. Like you and me.
Excuse me?
What do you mean?
Oh, Date.
What? What? Oh, Date, what? Come on, boss, give me something. Computer. She has a computer on her desk. The type that has a monitor built in. That's like all computers nowadays. Chair. A chair. Okay, let's actually... Oh, wait. Soccer ball. A soccer ball.
Looking at that reminds me of my old boyfriend from high school.
Oh, yeah? So boss's old love interest must have been an athlete. Interesting. How about now? I mean, Date said that she's single, so she doesn't have anyone in her life right now? It's a volleyball. I think that's everything that I can look at. There's a lot of stuff to look at in here. Oh, wait. Public bath door curtain. Missed this. A public bath door curtain. Okay, time to talk to you. Okay, I completely forgot to do this last time. Look. She's sitting on the desk casually. Fair enough. Let's see. About the case 6 years ago, what's the status of the investigation? About Mizuki. I see you still haven't cleaned this place up. I mean, it's like tidy in here. It's not like there's like a bunch of stuff on the floor. So it is organized. Well, let's go with the lighthearted first.
Where do you think you are, Agent?
Your office?
Metro Police Building in Kasumigaseki, Chiyoda District, Tokyo.
Kasumigaseki. That's a mouthful.
Underground.
Underground?
We're 6 stories underground.
Oh, wow. An underground police station? Or at least her office?
Yeah, what about it?
No windows. It's suffocating in here.
I could see how that would be suffocating.
Dark and dreary all the time. So, I try to make my office colorful, liven things up a little. It's like a party, right? I want it to feel fun in here.
I don't blame her for thinking all this. Well, I am wondering how this Mizuki is doing. I mean, why was she in that column of the carousel and holding what could potentially be the murder weapon?
Interrogators say she hasn't said a word since we found her.
I wonder why.
The doctors say she's traumatized. She can't speak. She's seeing a specialist at Central Hospital right now.
Did you take her to the hospital after we found her?
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I can actually see her right now? Huh. Very interesting.
Were you with her this whole time?
I mean, we were earlier.
You're like her legal guardian then.
No, she just lives with me.
Oh, so he is Mizuka. I want to say Mizuka, but that's not right. Mizuki. He is Mizuki's guardian then. I mean, she's just a kid, right? So he would have to be her guardian. Oh. Mizuki... Okiura? Is that how you say that? I have no idea. The girl we found in the merry-go-round. That kind of rhymes. She's 12 years old. Okay. In the 6th grade. Certain circumstances brought us to live together, but we aren't blood-related. Okay. So, he's like a surrogate father. Sort of like a stray cat that found her way into my home.
In any case, we're not going to get anything from her.
I mean, she knows something, though, I feel. Renju Okiura. Who's that? Is that like her brother? Maybe father? I mean, Renju sounds masculine to me. Who is that? Exactly.
Have you picked up Renju yet?
He's at a police station nearby being interviewed. He's not a suspect yet, just standard procedure stuff.
Got it. Renju is Shoko's ex-husband and Mizuki's father. Okay, her father, then. Good-looking guy. Not to mention, an old friend of mine.
I wonder what Renju was doing last night. I did call him a few times. He didn't answer.
He didn't?
So wait. If Mizuki's father is around, why isn't she living with her father? Why is she living with Date? I mean, she should be living with her father, right? I'm really wondering exactly what the circumstances are behind her living with Date. I hope that gets answered because I'm really curious now.
No.
The local police tried his phone too, but they got the same result. No one was able to get a hold of him until this morning. We explained the situation to him, had him verify Shoko's corpse.
So that was Mizuki's mother that got murdered. Oh dear.
And naturally started asking him questions.
Oh boy. What's the status?
Who do you think I am, Date?
You're my boss.
You're my boss? The commander of ABIS Metropolitan Police Department?
I mean, my name.
Yes, please, tell me your name.
Huh. I honestly don't know.
It's like, how long have they been working together? Have they not once, like, exchanged names? Or at least her... has she not once given her name to him?
I've been calling you boss for 6 years, so...
He's known her for 6 years and he doesn't know her name. I can't imagine not... I can't imagine knowing someone for that long and not knowing their name. That is so weird to me.
Trust me, it's been more than 6 years.
Oh? How much longer? I suffer from a memory disorder. Oh. Okay, what are we dealing with here? Is it something like in Memento or something else? It's like Memento is the first thing I go with, of course. I don't remember anything past 6 years ago. Huh. So, this is gonna be a really important to the story, isn't it? I've been having flashbacks recently. Fragments of my past.
Wait, what does your name have to do with our investigation?
Because if you knew me well enough, you wouldn't have to ask.
Ah, so, nothing to report then. Got it.
About the case 6 years ago.
Hey, remember the case you brought up yesterday?
I am very curious about this old case.
The one that happened 6 years ago?
Date, forget about it.
How can I forget about it? I mean, Date may forget about it, but how can I forget about it?
What?
It's been a long time since I've been at a crime scene, and I got a little carried away and...
What happened?
Look, it was a slip of the tongue, okay? Shouldn't have said anything.
That just makes me want to know even more.
Yeah.
That case has nothing to do with this one.
You sure?
But it might.
Yeah, I agree with Date. It could very well be tied to this case, to this more current one.
Last night you said this could be a copycat crime.
She did say that, yes.
Yes, that's my point. It might be a copycat killer, but it can't be the same killer. That's impossible. Literally impossible.
Why?
So it's not necessary for you to know about past cases. It would only cloud your judgment.
I don't accept that.
Same.
Just give it up, Date.
I can't. Both me and Date can't give it up.
I wouldn't tell you even if my life depended on it.
Thought I'd try again. Come on, boss, whatever your name is.
Even if you took me to the finest club in Kabukicho and showered me in Dom P, my lips are sealed.
Dom P? What is Dom P? Is that some kind of drink?
But why, boss?
It's top secret, classified.
It was that bad, huh?
If that's how you want to interpret it.
Maybe if I bug her about it, she'll tell me.
Give it a rest, Date.
Oh, come on. Come on, boss. Give me something.
You keep prying into this, and I'll hit you with a sexual harassment complaint.
Except it's not sexual harassment.
This isn't harassment or sexual.
Yeah.
I can make it sexual.
I'll back off then.
It appears you wouldn't have an issue with that.
No comment from the peanut gallery, Aiba.
I can detect your thoughts, remember?
Oh, right.
Thank you for your input, Aiba.
Okay.
I don't know if I would call them leads.
What would you call them?
What about the ice pick? The one we found in Mizuki's hand?
We were able to identify the manufacturer, but
About what?
it's sold nationwide. It would be impossible to pin down the buyer.
Damn.
We did determine that the shape of the pick and the puncture wounds on the victim match perfectly.
Okay, so it is the murder weapon? I find it... This has to be a red herring. Mizuki. She has to be a red herring. It's like too easy to pin it on her. It has to be someone else.
We also discovered that the blood on the pick is the victim's.
Meaning that ice pick was probably the murder weapon.
Almost definitely.
About the ice pick.
The pick Mizuki was holding? The only prints on it are hers.
Really? So, if her prints are the only ones that are on there, whoever actually did do it had to have been wearing gloves.
The evidence is really stacking up against her.
It's too easy. It's too easy.
No. She couldn't have done it. That's impossible.
Methinks we're going to be delving into I keep wanting to call her Mizuka, but that's not right. It's like, that was robotics notes. This is AI. Mizuki. Oh boy. Having gone from robotics notes to now AI, the Somnium Files, and having two names almost nearly identical, that's kind of throwing me a little bit.
Well, then you better hurry up and clear her.
Yes. Before it gets even worse.
She is important to you, right?
I would assume that she is. Any other information?
Let's see. We have some more information about the victim, Shoko Nadami. It's up on the database. Although it's probably nothing you don't already know.
Well, maybe not. I haven't seen her for over a year.
Still, you know more about her than anyone else on the case, right?
Okay, so his memory disorder. He remembers that he remembers that he had a some kind of relationship with Shoko, whether it be like on a very personal level or more on a business level. He remembers that. Like, what other stuff does he remember? I mean, he doesn't remember the case from 6 years ago, but he remembers other, like, more, I don't know, more smaller details? Maybe it's more like selective memory? It's like I'm just really curious of what kind of mental disorder he has exactly, or memory disorder, excuse me.
It's part of the reason why I assigned you to this.
It makes sense.
Nadami Shoko, 36 years old. Female. Residence, Meguro District. Met Date Kaname 5 years ago through her husband, Okira Renju.
Okira. Is that how she said that? Let me hear that again.
Met Date Kaname 5 years ago through her husband, Okira Renju.
Okira. It's like they're not even pronouncing the U. So, okay. I would have to hear this name in Japanese.
Date and Renju were so-called old drinking buddies. Renju and Shoko had one child together, a daughter named Mizuki, the prime suspect of this case.
For a 12-year-old girl to be the prime suspect of a murder case. Jesus. I mean, we really have to find out quick what exactly happened and why Mizuki, I'm trying to pronounce it Mizuki because that's how the English names are pronouncing it, but I want to say it how like the Japanese would say it, but it's like my thought process is that if I play a game that has two different language options available, you know, English and Japanese, if I go with English, I'll try and remember to pronounce the names the way they're being said in English, but if I play like the game again like in Japanese, I'll say it the way the Japanese will say it.
"4 years ago, they were divorced. Shoko returned to using her maiden name, Nadami.
Got it. Okay. I mean, they look like that they were a good couple together. It's like, I really like Shoko's blue hair. It's like blue is my most favorite color, so
I should also give you this. It's a picture of Shoko. You'll need this when you're trying to get information, right?
I mean, that's a good way to get information from other people about someone who was murdered, yes.
Since you don't have a cell phone.
Oh, he doesn't. So he's old school, huh? I took Shoko's picture and put it in my pocket. Okay, well, is there anything else, boss? Did we ever identify who called it in? Yeah, do we know that at all?
The person who reported the screaming?
Right.
Unfortunately, not yet.
What's the holdup?
They didn't identify themselves over the phone.
Suspicious. That's definitely suspicious.
But you should have a location by now.
All we know is that it was a payphone.
Also old school. Payphone.
Payphone? That's odd.
It is unusual. Whoever it was clearly didn't want us knowing their identity. They may have even been the killer.
Maybe. That could be a possibility. Oh, whoa. Aiba? Huh. That's why he has two different color eyes. Whee!
Hello.
Hello! It's like, it's like, hello! It's like, just thinking of Mrs. Doubtfire.
No, not hello. I told you not to just pop out of nowhere like that.
Honestly, when I saw this character on the cover, on the cover here, I did honestly think that that character would have like a cutesy sounding voice, not this kind of robotic, more mature sounding voice. So, I kind of expected it to, be like, ah, now that I do that, I just now want Aiba in this form to sound like a minion.
I do not understand your concern. Boss knows me by now.
Well, still.
Aiba, hi. Look, my left eyeball is Aiba. She sees things differently than I do. Of course. Let's see. Who are you? We know who she is. You are kind of cute, like what? It's like the kind of cut off there. Okay, back inside. This is very quirky music. I like it.
Aren't I? I receive that compliment frequently.
Your attitude isn't, though.
Nah.
So, am I cute or not cute?
In this form, you're honestly pretty cute, I'd have to say.
I was joking.
I don't understand your joke. Can you explain what's funny about it?
Nope, not cute at all. Okay.
No.
Just a very succinct now.
I'm giving you an order.
Does not compute.
Does not compute. Who are you?
Is that a serious question?
It could be.
We've been partners for 5 years. You know who I am.
I'm just really wondering now, with Aiba as, Date's, like, artificial eye, basically, do they have to, like, get surgery or something on their eye to get this inside of their eye socket? I'm just kind of wondering. I mean, it would have to. You would have to do it that way, right? Why did you come out?
I haven't been getting a lot of exercise lately.
How would you even exercise?
You're joking, right?
It's been 5 years since we first met. One day I got called into the control room and... Pewter! That's a name. Is that a last name or a first name? If it's a last name, you could say that Pewter's first name is Calm. I know. I couldn't resist. The engineer showed it to me.
The official title is Aiba.
Wow, aren't you fancy looking? With the way he's dressed, it's like he's a combination of, like, I want to say Iron Man with the suit under the jacket, Green Lantern with the, green glasses, and what character have I seen that has a huge ass collar like that? I'm trying to think, and I'm just kind of drawing a blank. It'll probably come to me at some point.
You may call her Aiba. The artificial intelligence contained within this sphere is nothing short of miraculous.
I've heard this voice. I know I have.
An autonomous artificial intelligence birthed from collective nanotechnology.
Birthed from nanotechnology. How is something birthed from nanotechnology exactly?
Its ability to think is controlled by a program we call the Wadjet system.
Interesting name, Wadjet.
Special Agent Date, from today forward, this is your partner.
Aiba is my partner. An AI for a partner. I guess gone are the days of having a flesh and blood person be your partner.
She will be your personal computer and your personal companion.
Aiba's been living in my head ever since. She gathers info and runs analysis. She can also access wireless networks and hack into other computers. When she's in my eye socket, we communicate through an artificial nerve to my brain. And okay, so that would definitely explain why Aiba would be in Date's dreams, right? Because it's right through that artificial nerve to his brain. It lets us talk without actually speaking.
Okay, really now. What's the real reason you came out?
Yeah, you had to have had a reason. Come on, Aiba. Spill the beans.
There is something I need to report to the boss.
To me?
Correct. I could have had the message relayed through Date, but that would have been less efficient.
Alright.
I concluded that it was better to have the both of you hear this together.
Must be super important then.
Aren't you wasting a lot of time explaining this?
Please listen quietly.
It's like, please shut up, Date, and let me explain.
I have determined who reported the crime.
Oh, you have? Who reported it then?
Huh?
You have?
How was she able to do that?
I found the payphone that the caller used. It was near the location of the crime, Bloom Park.
Of course it was.
Thus, I decided to check the surveillance footage of any security cameras operating nearby.
And she hacked into the surveillance footage?
So you found a way into that database?
That is correct. That area has little foot traffic, even less at night. The time of the report was around 9 p.m. Cameras only caught one person in the area around that time.
Who was it?
I analyzed the footage and was able to obtain a facial recognition match.
Will it be someone that either Date or the boss knows? Or maybe they both know?
They were registered as a person of interest in the police database.
Oh my god, who was it?
It's another kid. Ota... Matsushita.
Matsushita Ota, 24 years old, male.
He's 24? He looks like he's a little kid. He looks like he's like the same age as Mizuki. God dang it.
I have marked his address on the map. That is all.
I don't think it was him who murdered Shoko, though. That would also be too easy.
Date?
Way ahead of you, boss. Let's go, Aiba.
Affirmative.
Yep, map. When you are able to visit a new destination, map will appear in the bottom right of the screen. Open the map and pick a destination. Tips. You can always check the tutorial by going to Menu, File, and Appendix. Okay, well, Oh! Real quick, I forgot last time to actually look at my case notes. File allows you to read information about people you've spoken to or terms you've heard. It is updated as the story advances. Good to know. I got an album photo, okay. You can earn album photos by finding hidden items or clearing a somnium with more than 1 second remaining. Oh, those are timed? You can view photos you've collected at any time. Collect them all. Okay. Let me actually see what I got here with the albums then. Day 1, Date A. Or is it Date A? Date A? I sound like I'm Canadian. That's a good picture of Aiba. Oh, is this like concept art? That's actually pretty cool. Whoa. That's an interesting face mask on his face. Huh. Okay. Confidential. Quite a few, 27 of them. Appendix. Oh, ABIS. Advanced Brain Investigation Squad. Okay, that's what ABIS stands for. A special classified division of the Metropolitan Police Department, tasked with conducting criminal investigations by understanding and penetrating the human mind. They are stationed 6 floors underneath MPD headquarters. That is so interesting. We know of their existence. A few know of their existence, even among police. And X-ray mode. A feature of Aiba's similar to fluoroscopy. Fluoroscopy? Earth is constantly inundated with cosmic rays from space. Cosmic rays contain X-rays, and Aiba is able to detect these X-rays that have passed through objects and see them, quote-unquote. Because it works along the same logic as an X-ray machine, you unfortunately cannot use it to see panties. Okay. Say, thank you, game, for clearing that up for me. It's like, darn it, I can't see boss's panties now. Okay, persons. Date. Kaname Date, male, 30. He's 30 years old. Okay. Birthday's August 3rd. Profession, police officer of Advanced Brain Investigation Squad, Metropolitan Police Department. Likes classic cars, curry, bonito. Pelvises? Excuse me? What? This man likes pelvises, of all things. What? And Reika. Who's Reika? I mean, is that a person or is that a thing? I mean, it sounds like a name of a person. Dislikes soft-boiled eggs. Okay, what about hard-boiled then? Punk kids and ghosts. Why does he hate ghosts? Did he have some traumatic backstory involving ghosts that eventually he came to dislike them? Very interesting. I mean, that would explain the whole bit in his head about the occult. Hobbies. Collects vintage magazines. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. Skills. Reaction time increases 3.6 times under certain conditions. Oh, wow. Like, under certain conditions. So, like, what kind of conditions then? I mean, that's pretty fast, isn't it? 3.6 times. Overview. As a sinker? Date uses the sync machine to dive into the minds of suspects of persons of interest. He lost his eye 6 years ago. Oh. Okay, so it wasn't a surgical thing with Aiba, but no, he lost his eye. How did he lose it? But replace it with a prosthetic eye which houses an advanced artificial intelligence known as an AI ball, Aiba. He also lost all his memories past 6 years ago. So his his memories and losing his eye 6 years ago are tied together. And I take it at some point we'll learn how that happened. Very interesting. Aiba. Name AI ball. Sex female according to settings. So if we go into her settings, can we change Aiba into a guy? She's 5 years old. Okay. I have an adolescent for an eye. That's actually kind of funny now that I put it like that. Birthday November 9th. Profession investigation assistant. Likes insects. Okay. I hate bugs. Spiders. Yes. Crustaceans. And binary code, apparently. Dislikes dirty jokes. Alright. So, note to self. Don't make a dirty joke around Aiba. And going outside the simulation. Like, going outside the simulation of insomnia? Of insomnium, excuse me? Hobbies, sneaks outside of Date's eye socket while he's sleeping and makes mischief. What? Aiba is a little bit of a troublemaker then, is she? I now wonder what kind of mischief she makes. Skills, hacking, fluoroscopy, voice imitation. That's cool. And 3D modeling. Overview. Aiba is an autonomous artificial intelligence. She usually takes the shape of an eyeball and resides in Date's left eye socket. She assists Date by gathering information, connecting to networks and databases, and using her X-ray and thermographic functions. Okay, Mizuki. It's gonna take me a while. She's in a karate stance. Mizuki Okira. A female, age 12, July 6th. Profession, she's a 6th grader. There's not much of a profession there. Likes tonkatsu ramen. Yum. Stew. Unagi. I don't know what that is. Metal pipes. What an odd thing to like. Does she chant out the the letters to pipe then? And Iris. Is that also a person? Dislikes raw seafood. Seafood is raw. How Date holds chopsticks. How does he hold his chopsticks? Hobbies. Breeding Cleone? What is that? And collecting Auto Rabbit merch. Auto Rabbit. Are we eventually gonna learn what that is? Skills. Studies martial arts and enjoys emotionally attacking Date. Emotionally attacking him, okay. And I hope she wakes up soon so I can get a sense of how she is in front of Date, especially with her attacking him emotionally and how she hates Date's holding of the chopsticks. Mizuki is Renju Okira's and Shoko Nadami's daughter. Although she is not related to Date, he became her de facto guardian 4 years ago. The two have lived under one roof ever since. Okay, this doesn't answer my question of how they came to live together. I hope at some point that does get answered. Renju Okira, 37 years old, April 13th, entertainment company and maid cafe manager? He's a maid cafe manager, really. And he likes unusual things and dislikes ordinary things. That's very bland there. Hobbies, work. He just works. Skills, enjoys songwriting. Oh, okay, so he doesn't just work, he does also like to songwrite. That's cool. Renju manages the entertainment office Lemniscat and maid cafe Sunfish Pocket. Interesting name. He is the ex-husband of Shoko Nadami and Mizuki's father. He has been Date's close friend for 5 years. Shoko Nadami. 36, unfortunately deceased now. January 4th. Investment company representative / director. Likes to be envied and praised. And dislikes someone who hurt her in the past. That's a very honest dislike. Hobbies include winery tours, the Scandinavian furniture collection, ooh, and Pilates. Skills, lying. She's very good at lying, okay, and she's also very good at cheating, apparently. Why do I have the feeling that the reason that Shoko and Renju got divorced is because of her cheating? Shoko is the ex-wife of Renju Okida and Mizuki's mother. On a Friday night in November, she was found on the merry-go-round in the defunct amusement park known as Bloom Park. Oh, it's a defunct amusement park. That's kind of sad. Her left eye socket was hollowed out. Did she have... No, wait. I was about to say, did she have an AI for an eye? But no, if that was the case, there wouldn't be any blood around her eye. So someone actually did scoop out her eye. Ugh. And boss. Designation, boss. Dang it, I was hoping we would learn her name from this file. 42. She doesn't look it. December 21st, commander of ABIS, the special investigation team of the Metropolitan Police Department. Likes wine, gourd dolls, that's very specific, and anything black. Dislikes happy families. Why does she dislike happy families? How rude. Ex-boyfriends? Okay, she holds a grudge then. The MPD's director I mean, that I can see why, especially with her eclectic taste in the things that she collects. Decluttering and organizing. Except her stuff looks more or less organized. Hobbies: going to clubs in Kabukicho. Kabukicho. I kind of forgot how they said that name already. Skills: grasping people's weaknesses, applying pressure, and making them obey. Okay. She's not exactly one to mess with, then. Boss is Date's direct superior and longtime friend. She appears to be an easygoing optimist with a carefree attitude, but she is as cunning as a fox with a quick wit. Yeah, I kinda got that from her. She's quick to talk back. That's very clear. So, that would be her quick wit. And yeah, that was the last one. So there's 28 characters? That's a lot of characters. Is there another page here? There is. Corneal turbidity, a state in which the cornea of the eye turns white and cloudy, a common indicator of death. A time of death can be estimated by the condition of the turbidity. I had never heard the term turbidity before, let alone corneal turbidity. So that's a new one for me. Trunk. Another word for the torso of the human body. I've never heard that before. And the Metropolitan Police Department headquarters, a building in Kasumigaseki, Chiyoda District, Tokyo, adjacent to the Metropolitan Government Building, used by the National Police Force, the MPD, and the Science Division of the MPD. Puncture wound, a kind of stab wound. Aphonia, a medical condition in which a person cannot speak. I've seen in fiction before of like someone being mute, so someone who cannot speak, who is mute, has aphonia. Okay, I didn't know that. Usually from some kind of stress or trauma. Similar to muteness. Okay, it's similar. Okay, so not exactly mute, but kinda similar. Okay. Not the same condition as aphasia, which is a loss of the ability to understand speech entirely. Okay. Jurisdiction. An area over which a police department has authority and responsibility. For example, if an incident occurred in Tokorozawa, that would be under the jurisdiction of the Tokorozawa Police Department. That's a fun name to say. Tokorozawa! Central Hospital, a large hospital in the Minato district. Minato! Pupil dilation. Pupil of the eye will dilate upon death. Dompi, a world-famous champagne with a pink label on the bottle. Okay, it is a drink. So the boss wants to be covered in champagne. Would she want someone to lick the champagne off of her? Jobs, quote unquote. When used by a yakuza, it likely means an illegal or unscrupulous activity. It also has a sexual connotation. Yeah, but I wouldn't know anything about that. Puncturing instrument. There's a lot here, jeez. Ice picks and trowels fall under this category. Oh. Tips in investigation. Don't exactly need to look at these. I mean, I feel like I believe we've gotten all these before. At least clear them. There's 142 tips. Well, now that we're all done with that, I think my voice cracked there. Now that we're done with that, I mean, I know I'm supposed to hit the map, but you know, this video has already been going on quite long already. Well, I guess I'll stop it here now. I mean, after reading all that, this video has gone on quite a bit longer than I probably initially intended. But, you know, we definitely learned a couple of important details with this murder of Shoko. So, oh boy, I really hope that we can clear things up sooner rather than later, especially since this is also involving you know, Shoko's daughter. I mean, just the fact that a 12-year-old girl is the prime suspect is a little you know, disheartening. I mean, even though that she may very well be innocent, it's still disheartening. I mean, I know I'm kind of assuming here, but you know, maybe Mizuki, maybe she found her mom and that she just came across her dead, maybe? Or wait, maybe she heard the screaming and she recognized the scream as her mom's and she ran to where she heard the scream, and by the time she got there, like, she was already dead and the killer had already fled, and she picked up the murder weapon, I mean, and just hid in the column of the merry-go-round. I mean, why would she hide, though? That's the one thing I don't get. It's like, why was she in the column of the merry-go-round? There's a lot of factors in this murder case to think about and to try and deduce what happened exactly. I mean, I'm no detective or anything. You know, I don't have the mind of a detective, but I try and determine what happened. I mean, I can only make assumptions and theories. I mean, we'll see how things unfold here. And the guy that looks like a kid, I feel like that's also a too easy of an answer as well. It's like, I mean, for all we know, he could have been just an unwitting passerby who was in the area at the time of the murder. So, I mean, a lot of things to think about, definitely. And we'll, of course, eventually find out exactly what happened. But I guess with that, I'll finally stop things here now. So I hope you all enjoyed watching, and thank you all for watching as well. And if you enjoyed the video and want to see more, like, favorite, and claw that subscribe button to become part of the pack. And as always, everyone, I hope you all have a wonderful day or night, wherever you may be.